How to change the way you look at life.
Are you leading your life towards success or failure? Are you a person who succeeds or a person who fails? Just think of yourself. If you do not think so, ask yourself these questions.
How much more successful have you been so far than you were at the start of the day? How far have you reached your dreams and goals today than yesterday? How much more have you achieved your dreams and goals this week than the previous week? How much more have you reached your dream goals this month than in the previous month? As the year approaches on January 1st, how far have you reached the goals you thought you would achieve this year?
Converse with yourself honestly. Can you say, "Can I be happy that I've reached my dreams, my success, to a considerable extent?" Or where are you still? Are your dreams still just dreams? If so, listen carefully until the end of the section, knowing that this is the moment that will change your life.
We all have dreams, we live with those dreams, but very few people achieve those dreams in real life. As a percentage of the world's population, only about 20% of the world's population have achieved the economic status they dream of. Fewer than 3% of the world's population are successful in all areas of life: economic, social, health, family, and spiritual.
Why has that happened? Is it so difficult to succeed? If you look at the world as a person with negative thinking attitudes, it is because of difficulties that you have not been able to succeed to such an extent. But do you think that it is harder to commit to success than to suffer throughout your life as a failed human being? If someone tells you to go to a destination somewhere on a road you do not know, it's a little difficult to do, but on the same road, it's easier for someone who knows the road.
Removing and reinstalling a computer can be a little difficult for someone unfamiliar with computers, but it's a small thing for someone who knows about it. Also, succeeding is difficult for someone who does not know how to succeed, but for someone who knows that method, it's not that difficult. Many people in this world live in failure not because they really find it difficult to succeed, but because they do not know how to succeed.
Many people think that they are failing because they do not have the motivation to succeed. But you think, if you feel at the end of each day that you are closer to your dreams than you started today, do you need a weird motivation? Do you feel left out in the middle of your journey so as not to move forward in such a situation? Many of us often identify the reasons for our failures as not the right ones, and the things we have been told as reasons for failure since childhood are not the right things.
Fail because you did not learn. Fail because no one can help. The government is failing because it is not doing the right thing. Fail because of the poor. Just think, are these things really true? So ask yourself how many people on the list of the most successful people in the world have kept these things and come there. How did people who failed in their studies, failed their exams, and stopped learning halfway really get on the list of successful people?
Think about it. Are we really failing because of the reasons we think? The real story is that if you fail because of no reason. You think you fail because you do not know how to succeed.
There are many paths to success in this world, but you have to have the strength to go through those paths, to identify those paths, and to have the strength to face the various challenges that inevitably arise along those paths. You do not have the permission required to post. You need to build those things step by step.
If you want to build a house, you do not prepare the roof first, you start with the foundation, then build the walls and roof. And the journey to success cannot go your own way. It has to go in a certain way. That's why I told you earlier that most people do not succeed because they do not know how to succeed. No matter what kind of hope you have in your heart, if you want to reach it, you have to reach it through 4 steps.
Being a person with a positive attitude. You know that much of your success is determined by your mind. The positivity of your mind. The positivity of your thoughts. The positivity of your decisions. And the extent to which you have a positive attitude. How positive you are in the face of problems, making the right decisions, and moving forward strongly depends on how positive your attitudes are. Therefore, no matter what kind of dream you go for, you must first be a person with a positive attitude towards it. Otherwise, the chances of you falling apart in the face of road problems and challenges are very high.
Being a person with goals. No matter how positive you are, if you do not have a specific goal, you will not be able to reach it in the right way and make a plan for it. You can only succeed if you move forward with a goal. For example, if you are building a house, you must first decide how many people you want to build a house with. Otherwise, it is not possible to make a plan for a house just because you think you need a house. So the second thing you need to do is make the dreams in your mind the right goals and become a person with goals. Dreamers always think that I will achieve my dream someday. But if you translate your dream into a goal correctly, you will in no way be able to imagine what it means to ever get there somehow. You definitely have to think about when and how you will reach their goals. Because of this, you need to learn exactly how to set goals correctly. It is an exercise that can 100% change your way of thinking. If you set goals correctly, the way you think will change completely from that moment on. It is the first step in bringing your success to a practical level. Everything beyond that can only be done if the goals are set in the right way.
Being a planned person. When you set goals correctly, many things happen with the change in the way you think, such as being a planned person, starting to come up with the plans you need to reach your goal. Coming up with new ideas, and starting to feel opportunities you have never seen before. But with the salient advantages, you must know some of the disadvantages as well. Only then will you really be able to answer the questions I asked you earlier. At the end of any day, how far should you go to reach your goal today? How far have you really come? Go on your journey with a clear understanding of whether you are moving forward as you planned, if you have a plan. A person who has a plan wakes up in the morning with the right idea of what to do today to get to their goals according to their plan. So even if you fail in some way, if you have a plan, you have a clear understanding of how you failed, as well as how much you failed, what causes it and how to fix it. If you can complete these 3 steps correctly, you will definitely become a person who moves forward practically as well as a person who lives with a correct idea of when you will be successful. Every day you become a person with an understanding of what to do and how to do it for the life you hope for. And because you have an understanding of where you are going, what goal you are heading towards, and where you are today, you will be able to move forward with a confident, motivated and stable mind.
Being a person who can control the environment. After the 3rd step above, as the 4th step, you need to be able to control your environment as you wish. If you can't change the environment to suit your success, you will have to change according to the environment, or you will always come forward as an obstacle to your journey. Including the people you associate with the environment in which you live. Therefore, gaining an understanding of how to handle the environment properly will have a powerful effect on making your journey faster and easier. If you apply these tips correctly in your life, you will be able to go on a definite journey without any uncertainty about success. And beyond that, all you have to think about is how you can speed up your journey and reach success quickly.
Being a person with a positive attitude. Being a person with goals. Be a planned person. Be a person who can control the environment. The above 4 basic golden rules are sure to take you to new dimensions of life. Thank you.
Please stay connected with us for more details. You can subscribe to our channel for the rest of the documentation. Part 2 will be soon.
E-Motivational Daily Thoughts powered by Barbird Brabs.